a few thoughts. I know this is I normally go live around 10 o'clock, but have a few things coming up on the schedule for today. So I thought I'd do a little bit earlier approach this morning. Uh, Today, I'd like to share a few thoughts on how to develop a positive mindset within 21 days. I think it's really easy to let disappointments change our overall mindset. When things seem to go in every other direction except the one that we particularly want, we probably feel like just giving up. However, to keep in mind that challenges and obstacles are only temporary, and that with a positive mindset, giving up won't be an option for us. It's oftentimes it's really difficult because you get yourself set on a particular thing and it's looking like it's going to happen and then it falls apart. And so, it's particularly relevant during this time of the year when people are doing resolutions, or even with the long-term fallout from the pandemic, where people have been dealing with unemployment and financial difficulties and things along those lines, where people are, case in point, interviewing for a job. You go through a process, you get to the final interview, and then you get the rejection letter. And so it's hard not to stay upbeat and to remain positive because uh, you're getting setback after setback after setback. So if you want to be a high achiever, the only option is to eliminate negative thinking. You're only as successful as the effort that we put into making positive changes. Ultimately, I believe we can achieve a changed mindset in as little as 21 days. And as you'll hear, you'll see that all the tools you need are right here in your own hands. So, what I'd like to do is to challenge you to commit to making changes for 21 days. So, first off, number one is to confront your disappointments. Avoid sweeping disappointments under the rug, even if you'd rather not face them. When you ignore them, the feelings that come along with being disappointed continue to linger. I think ultimately we owe it to ourselves to free our minds. Latching onto those disappointments can hold us back from pursuing potentially other opportunities. Case in point, you're looking for that perfect job, and then all of a sudden it doesn't happen. So it's like, it's really hard not to pull in on yourself to say, I'm never going to find a job. Nobody wants to hire me. So let's look at each challenge as a potential stepping stone to becoming more successful maybe later on. Number two, I like you to reflect on your achievements. I'd spend some time, or even if it's just a brief moment each day, making note of what you've done in your life, the achievements that are notable. Even try to include the smallest ones that you can think of. Remember that the greatest architectural or structures that are built start with the smallest morsels and the smallest pieces of product or stone. When you stop to think about it, you realize how many little things cause you to smile each day. Those small accomplishments can mean a lot, even if the impact doesn't seem far reaching currently at the time. Avoid allowing disappointments to diminish the joy of your achievements. You deserve every good thing in life. Remind yourself of that every day. We're entitled to be successful. We just need to work towards that. Number three, try and center yourself spiritually. Spiritual balance is important to ensuring one's inner peace, and this can lead to positive living. When you're at ease with what's happening in your life, it's difficult for disappointments to maybe take control of you. So, spiritual peace is the glue that potentially can hold everything together, and particularly in this unpredictable world when change and things seem to suddenly move in a different direction almost instantly. It's what allows us to be more accepting of the situations at the end of each day. So take some time each day to connect with your inner self. Pay attention to the emotions. Allow yourself to achieve emotional healing. Number 4, and finally, maybe surround yourself with positivity. Positive influences help to build our new mindset. Make a special effort each day to see and converse with people who bring only the best to your encounter. Having your family and friends around can remind you of how beautiful life can be. Their support can make a world of difference in your life. The basic idea is to make the adjustments every day for 21 days. It takes usually about 21 days, 3 weeks, for new habits to form, whether they're good or potentially bad. So our aim is to form a positive habit and use them to potentially build greater happiness in our life. So on day 22, we can realize how much we yearn to do everything that maybe we've practiced for the last 21 days. We can find ourselves wanting to implement your new standards and trying to make a change towards positive living. And that's when you know you've created a positive thinker with all the promise in the world. If you'd like help and are interested in potentially having a coach to work with you, create a greater positivity and a greater positive environment, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. You can contact me at paul@pdscollaborations.com or paul@springforward. You can make a change. You can have greater positivity and a better mindset for 2021. Do it today. You'll be glad you did. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, protect yourself and blessings on the journey.